What's up, guys? lowlifespider and MillerGirl15 here.
Merry Christmas!
And it is December of 2016, and we have the new games for you that are free. It is Christmas time, so it's kind of a present. We'll just say it at that.
It's your present from PlayStation.
Yeah. The first game we have is VVVVV, and it is available on the PlayStation Vita.
Spike, 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 spike.
Yes, the V's stand for the deadly spikes that are on the wall. You play as Captain Viridian, and suddenly your ship becomes affected by a dimensional interference, and you all run to like a teleporter, but when you go through the teleporter, everybody gets separated, so it is now your job to find your crew.
Was it a teleporter or a wormhole?
I think it was just a teleporter.
I think it was a wormhole.
Obviously, it's a platforming game, but you cannot jump. Instead, you have to change the direction of gravity, all while trying to avoid red spikes on the walls or enemies roaming around the ship.
One might say inversion.
Inversion?
Inversion.
Because you invert the gravity. You'll find a lot of checkpoints along the way. Those are those like little sea capsule things, kind of.
They're not coins.
Yeah, they're not coins. They're just checkpoints.
There's no coins in space, you fool.
Yeah, so when you die, you return to them. And you'll also find trinkets as well in the game. And when you find a certain amount of them, you'll unlock time trials for the levels. Up next, we have Hyper Void, and it is available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita.
It's your classic through space void shooter game.
Yeah,
thing.
it's a shooter, obviously, and you're in space.
In space!
In which you can only move side to side in either a flat plane or in a wormhole. And the latter being similar to the game Gyrus that came out in 1983.
I wasn't born.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet either, but there was a pizza shop next to where I used to live that had it like it as a tabletop arcade cabinet, and I'd go and I'd play it all the time when I was a kid.
All the joys of being old.
Anyways, in this game, your ship is equipped with 3 different types of weapons. Instead of being able to shoot constantly, you have a cooldown period. So when your meter runs out, you'll have to wait a few seconds before you can use your weapons
It's your
again.
standard laser gun. You can't just laser.
Oh yeah, it just overheats.
You can't willy-nilly laser.
The game levels often change colors in time with the music, which it's really trippy. And I probably should have said be careful, because this game does have it may cause seizures warning at the beginning of it because of all the flashing lights and everything. Up next, we have Color Guardians, and it is available on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation Vita.
It's another side-scroller runner, but I think this one's a little more fun than the first one.
Yeah, it's kind of like an endless runner, except the level ends eventually.
Eventually, and then you run some more, and then it ends, and then you run some more, so
Yeah.
it never really ends.
Your kingdom gets attacked by an evil force that sucks the color out of the land, and now it is up to you to restore the color.
Rainbow Bright, help us!
Nothing to do with Rainbow Bright.
Yes, it does. The same story happened in Rainbow Bright. The evil troll color, anti-color people stole all the color, and Rainbow Bright had to restore color to the kingdom. Bam!
I suppose. I never really watched it, so you know more. You run through a level collecting orbs of color, but in order to collect them, your character must be that color. So, like, you have the 3 different buttons, triangle, square, and X. Triangle changes your character to yellow, square changes it to red, and X changes it to blue. When you reach an orb of the certain color that you want to collect, you hit that button that corresponds with that color to try and get a perfect collect. So you want to hit it like exactly when you get to that orb and get extra points.
But there's naughty colors too.
Yeah, there's evil colors. You don't want to touch purple. There is rainbow orbs, so it doesn't matter what color you are when you pick up those ones. And then there's eventually there's enemies that like run at you too. And the mushrooms, when you get to those, you have to be the same color as them to jump on them as well. Up next, we have Tiny Troopers Joint Ops, and it is available on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, and PlayStation Vita.
This is a pretty simple game. It's just run around and shoot stuff with your sticks.
Yep, it's a twin-stick shooter. You control your little guys with one stick, and they're so cute, and you shoot other cute little enemies
They're
with
like
the other
violent
stick.
chibis.
You start the game with a couple of characters. When you complete missions, your characters rank up, and if you actually happen to lose a character, like they get killed in the battlefield, they will be replaced with a brand new character, and their rank will be reset. And when you're increasing their rank, they increase their health as well.
Just like real life. Start off at private, and in the general.
Yeah, you go through the ranks. I don't think
know if that's
it doesn't go through that
Don't
rank
quote
like
me.
you said, but You go through the levels defeating enemies to achieve your goal, but along the way you can pick up dog tags, medals, and other things to increase your points and currency. So then you can actually like buy like airdrops that you can get rocket launchers and grenades and other things like that. And this actually includes a zombie survival level, couple of zombie survival levels, so you can defeat enemies.
Is it endless?
Yeah. I think there might be an end, but you just keep going until you reach that end.
Can't do it anymore, Captain.
And there's zombie chickens, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, in the real game you can't shoot chickens.
Yeah, in the real game you can't shoot the chickens, but in the zombie mode,
Chickens
you
are
can
good.
Yeah.
Shoot the zombie chickens.
Up next, we have Stories, The Path of Destinies, and it is available on the PlayStation 4.
How does the fox fight?
Yep.
No, it's
He laughs violently. He's like, ha 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 ha.
Yeah, every
Just
hack.
when he
every
hacks.
hack and slash.
You play as a fox whose name is Renardo, who is fighting against an oppressive emperor who actually is like a toad.
It's always a toad.
Is it? Yeah, I guess it is.
Always
it's
a
always
toad.
The toads are always the bad
The
things.
reptiles, amphibious things.
They're amphibians, not
I
reptiles.
said both.
He finds a magical book which allows him to see potential choices, which make the game kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure book in a way.
Shady rabbit friend from down the street.
Yeah, so it's like
going into Mr. McGregor's garden.
It's like a choose-your-own-adventure book. Like my favorite was the R.L. Stein's Goosebumps choose-your-own-adventure books.
I never read them.
You never read them? Oh man,
I saw the TV show.
that doesn't count. You can't choose your own adventure in a TV show. That'd be awesome if you could.
That'd be different.
But anyways, you can create multiple swords which have elemental powers to them, and eventually you'll come up against a door that's like red or something, and that's a fire door, and you use a fire sword to open it, and you
gotta
can
match the colors and stick it in the door.
Yeah. Last but not least, we have Invisible Ink, and it is available on the PlayStation 4.
This is a turn-based tactic game where Disney's taking over the world and you have to infiltrate Disney.
Sort of. It's a turn-based tactics game in which mega corporations, which Disney in your case,
it's a magical world,
have overthrown the world's governments.
It's a magical
You're very
world government
singy
now.
tonight. You play as an agent of Invisible Ink, and it is your job to infiltrate these mega corporations with other agents and your handy-dandy AI known as Incognita.
Oh, so clever.
She can hack into terminals, cameras, and other objects throughout your missions. Like the cameras, it makes it so that the guards can't see you. She can hack into safes to get you money, terminals to get you info.
Classic spy stuff. Because you're not like tier 1 spy yet.
Yeah, you're not 007 yet.
You need tier 2 technology because you the dumb one.
You're not having sex with the ladies yet. In the beginning of a mission, you select 2 agents, and you can eventually like free other agents during missions. But if one of your agents dies during a mission, they remain dead for the remainder of the run through unless you drag them to the exit. So if you drag them to the exit, they're like, "Oh, thank you, you saved my life."
If you leave them behind, they get left, and it's a small world.
And it's done for.
They're stuck in the small world forever.
You don't get to play as them any again. So if you run out of agents, the game is over. The mission details and location layouts are procedurally generated for each run through and feature a variety of different objectives, obstacles, and difficulties.
So you'll always have fun.
Yes. It's quite interesting. Anyways, those are your 6 free games for this month. It is the end of the year, like we said. If you have a PlayStation 4, you can actually get 5 of these games for free. I think the only one that you can't get is VVVVVV. It's just 6 V's. But... Anyways, we'll see you next year, and enjoy.
Happy safe holidays.